So today we're going to be doing an oil change on this car right here. And typically for oil changes you do a little inspection. So one of the things you'd be inspecting is your brakes and the exterior. Okay, cut that. Before we get into the actual oil change, I want to tell you guys why you need to have a little inspection before you do your oil change with your car here, because it's already here, so you might as well just check if everything's going good with it, because if it's not, that's a hazard on the road, and you just put yourself and others in danger. And it's really just a safety thing, so you'll be safe next time you drive, and you're already here, so I know you get a check. Like, come here real quick. This wheel right here, as you can see, I can shake it really good. Now if you come back here, come here, cameraman. You see back there? There's a bad bushing right here. So we need to change something like just stuff like that is what you need to watch so you can be safe. Because obviously we don't want to drive on the road like that. So some of the things you'd be checking on the exterior would be your tire depth. I've got pretty good depth right now, and your brake pads, you'd have to take off the whole tire and look at that though. And your mirrors also, make sure there's no cracking in there like none of mine, and your windshield wipers, which mine are fine also. And now we'll be going in my engine. We need to check all of our fluids, like our power steering and oil, which we're going to be changing in a second, and making sure everything looks good, you know. Now let's get into the oil change.
Action.
Okay, today we're going to be doing an oil change. It's important to do an oil change because it keeps the old oil from sludging up and it keeps the new oil lubricating the engine.
The first thing we have to do to check your oil is check how much oil you have. You'll pull that doohickey to do that. Now follow me. There's. And then you gotta find your oil pan. And then you gotta take you a ratchet and you gotta loosen this bolt. When you want to change your oil, you gotta check how much oil you got. And how you do that, you come over here, you find the yellow ring right next to where you fill your oil. You pull that thing out and then you look at it. There's a full line, and as you can see, this is not even close to the full line, so which means we need oil. So you wipe that doohickey off and put it back in there. Now that you know you need an oil change, you gotta come over here to your oil pan. Your ratchet, you come over here and start taking this bolt off. We got a 3/8 ratchet with a 3/8 socket, shallow socket, and it's torque.
Can't say that.
Oh, okay. It can be a little tough to get off. Now it should just be hand tight. Pull this a little this way. Basically all your oil is drained. You gotta come up under here, get your oil filter. And oil filters are only supposed to be hand tight, and if they're not hand tight, you gotta get one of these doohickeys. It goes around it, and then it comes off. But we have ours hand tight, so I'm gonna use my hands. So you come up here, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And there she goes. Dump all the oil out of it. Set that to the side, let all that drain. So the car we have here is a Saturn. So you gotta find the S's in your old handy book. Saturn, found it. And we're dealing with a 2002. So you come to the 2005 to 2000 page. And you find our SC series, what we're working with. And you come over to the oil filter, come down to the SC series, and we need a 51348 oil filter.
The old filter off, we're going to go ahead and put the new one on. So you reach up in there, find out where it went, and you screw it on hand tight. It needs to be really hand tight, not just loosey-goosey. Go ahead and screw that on there. Okay, now that we got that on there, we're going to take the screw for the pan. We're going to screw it in there. There you go.
Know how much oil you have to put in your vehicle, come on here to your old Pro Demand website and one search, go look up your fluid capacities on your old 2002 Saturn SC2 1.9 liter engine. You come down to your engine oil with filter. You need 4 quarts, and it is SAE 5W30. Oil drained, ready to refill it up. So we got our SAE 5W30 oil, 4 quarts of it. Come over here, take your cap off, pop that bad boy off, take your oil, bring it over there, get the hose inside, and get it to just a little at a time so it doesn't overflow. Alright, now that we got all 4 quarts of our oil in there, take some shop towels, wipe off all the excess oil, grab your cap, put the cap back in there, tighten it on there. Alright, all the steps are done. You want to circulate the oil. You're going to do that by starting the car and letting it sit for 30 seconds. Now we're going to let it sit for 30 seconds. Let the car sit running for 30 seconds. All the oil circulated and came to the bottom. You got to let it turn off. And set for a couple more seconds. You come over here to check your oil. You wipe it all off at first and get a more accurate reading by double dipping it. Put it in there. You take a look at it, and it's just that full. So you wipe it off, stick it back in. Now successfully changed your oil. 3, 2, 1, action.
Okay, today we're going to be doing an oil change on a car. Fuck.